What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? Back again. It is the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, VicXL.
What up, it's your dude, Spank?
Bro, you know what? Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. I've been seeing your videos. My inbox, people been hitting the inbox. People been sending me messages. I done had some phone calls. I ain't responded to nobody because I be at work. But it's like y'all coming back, y'all coming back, y'all coming back. So you reached out, we've talked, and we're back. Where you been?
Man, I've been on a journey. Um, I haven't been on the spiritual journey that you have, but I've been on a retrospective journey. Like me trying to be content with who I am, where I am in the world. Like a lot of emotional, a lot of mental health stuff. It's just been a lot of stuff that I've been trying to come to terms with. But as I've come to terms with it, my wife was like, um, "You owe it to your best friend uh, to do something." And I was like, okay. And she was like, don't break his heart again. And I was like, I'm not trying to. I wasn't trying to in the first time. But she's like, if you're going to do it, do it. If not, then don't do it. So I was like, okay, if we're going to do it, let's do it. But it'll be how we used to do it. Just be authentic, be us, being us, whether they like it or not. So that's why I reached out.
Hey, I gotta say this. I can't. How long has it been? It's been 2 years, 2 years, 3 years.
It's been some years. I'm gonna say close to 3.
A lot has changed, but not so much has changed in the country rap genre. I can honestly say myself. First of all, shout out Cricket Mariah. Shout out my guy Chief. Um, we done episodes together. Also, shout out to my dude Case and Mac. Shout out to Pop Out Fresh. Shout out to everybody that has sat in that seat and contributed to creating episodes of the Country Rap Report. Well over 250 episodes, over 300 episodes. So shout out to everybody that has pushed this vehicle. And more than anything, shout out to Chat GPT
What?
to this very day. I got to shout out Chat GPT because I want everybody right now watching this episode. I want you to go to Chat GPT and type in Country Rap's top podcast. And believe it or not, we're still in the number 2 spot, and the number 1 spot is not a country rap podcast. So, man, shout out to everyone over the years who have kept the name Country Rap Report alive, who missed the Country Rap Report, who missed the authenticity and what we brought and contributed to the game. But the game looks different now. It looks different now.
Yeah, I heard. I've only heard like 3 different songs. I haven't listened to the records that you sent me yet, but the stuff that I heard, I was like, what is this mess? This can't be what's good out there. It can't be. It can't be. I refuse to believe that. I'm not even gonna let you know who I listen to, but it was some people that I normally listen to, and I was like, y'all have stepped back. Like, what are we doing? Are we experimenting on some stuff? I understand that y'all trying to sing, but some of y'all can't sing, so you shouldn't be trying to sing. But those that are trying to sing and dibby dab in the country and the rap, it just ain't making sense, man. Like the level and skill is going backwards.
I can say this. Around the time that we stopped doing it together, Jelly Roll has went boo. Like when we were doing Country Rap Report, Jelly Roll was leaning that way, but he done went boo. Like he wrestles now, he holds Star Search now. Jelly Roll is probably top 10 most recognizable figures in music today, not just country. I
Agree.
think a lot of artists seen what Jelly Roll has done, and it came from singing, and it makes them say, "Shh, I want some of that Jelly Roll money too."
So what is this? A Jelly Roll money grab? Like what do we? What do we? That ain't authentic. First of all, Jelly Roll was never country rap. He was rap first. I mean, we know the history. Like we've seen, we know OG Jelly Roll. So then, like it was a, I'm gonna be in country rap and I'm gonna make my money over here and this is my foundation. No, it was country rap was a stepping stone to get to where he is today. Now he used his fan base to catapult himself to get to the next level. These people in the genre now still have to get the genre first before you're able to catapult. And if they're thinking that they can just do it with their whatever 100,000 fans that they got without the majority of the genre, again, when I left, there was probably like five people that I felt like would be next to go and follow Jelly Roll. I am hearing all of them sing now, and I'm like, oh, this ain't it. Like this is disingenuous to the genre because you're only doing this. I thought you didn't want the industry, first of all. Like first of all, like the whole thing was we didn't want industry, but you following the industry, you following in the steps of somebody who's probably getting $1 million a show or close to it, and you want that money, but that money comes with being industry. So make up your mind: either you want industry, which is the money, or you want to be fully independent, standing on your own, and you're going to be the voice of the people. Figure that out first. And I think because country rap has always been follow the leader and never had a consensus leader, I think it's in turmoil right now. And I don't know if we need to be the voice of reason. We definitely need to be the voice of logic. We definitely need to be the voice of this shit sound bad. You know, because somebody ain't telling them. Like, by the time you recorded it and you done put it through DistroKid or Ditto, it sound bad. Like you cross at least 10 people's ears. Somebody should have said, "Hold on, fam. You know, you might want to turn the mic down, or you might want to choose a different beat that ain't got the producer tags every 4 bars. Like, come on, fam. Like, what are we doing in 2026? So again, the main reason I'm coming back, you ain't gonna get edited me. You gonna get unedited me, full fledged. Like y'all know better by now, because if you those old podcasts are still up, y'all can go and listen to any of those music industry playbook episodes and follow out like how you need to be doing this and how you need to be doing that. If you ain't listening or you don't want to go back, fine. I'm gonna reiterate it. I'm gonna tell you your stuff sounds like trash. I'm gonna tell you the video guy, hey, bro, if Pepsi ain't sponsoring you, why the hell ain't in your video? Like I'm gonna give you gonna get all of that, and none of that's not gonna come out. You know, it's some certain things that I probably won't talk about, but we'll talk about that as we continue this dialogue and this conversation right now.
What do you say to the people that say, "Who are you? Who are you to say what's good and what's not?"
I am a 30-plus-year-old veteran of the music industry. I have I have a diamond plaque. I can't even remember all of them. I have at least 45 plaques and recognition. I can send you my credits, but my credits are just my credits. Like I'm not one of those people that be like, I don't make it a pissing contest. We're not even going to worry about who I am. My thing is find the lie. If you feel like I'm not telling you the truth by this nobody with this big ass head that's sitting on your screen, if you feel like I'm not telling you the truth, find what I said to be untruthful and come with facts. If I say that these symbols are too high, and you take it to a producer and say, "Hey, check out this. Do you think these symbols are too high?" and they tell you that I'm correct, then I am somebody who has validated. Hey, your symbols might be a little too high, and you got, you proof checked it by talking to somebody else that you trust or somebody else that you don't know that got the producer ear. Like I've been a rapper, been a producer, been a DJ, been a songwriter, been inside the music industry for 30 plus years. I'm coming with a professional critique, and that is my only level that I'm coming at. I don't give a damn about none of the personal stuff. Whatever y'all got going on personally, as long as you ain't putting it in the lyrics, you won't hear me talking about it because I don't even want to know about it. But if you put it in them lyrics, I'm gonna dissect it and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, I like that, or I don't like that, or what they doing over there. And I might even ask you or somebody else, like for context, what the hell is he talking about, or what is she mentioning in this that I don't know about, just so I can make connect the dots and make 1 + 1 = 2. But I'm very stern on lyricism. I'm very on the basics of rap. Like rap is Rap is an acronym. It's rhythm and poetry. If you ain't got no rhythm and your poetry ain't making sense, and again, poetry is subjective. But if it doesn't, if it isn't audibly pleasing, then you're going to get my critique. And again, critique is my truth, and you got your truth. They don't have to accept it. They don't even have to listen. Like if you, but if you're watching the video and you made it to the end and now you pissed off, appreciate the view, but also find the lie. Like we ain't coming. I don't, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for you. Neither one of us is coming with malicious intent. We want you to be better. If you're trying to chase that jelly roll money grab, then there's steps that you're gonna have to take for you to be able to do that. And we will give you those steps. But the first thing you got to do is get your shit right. It can't sound like trash.
All right, I'm gonna say this before anybody gets mad. Jelly roll money grab is not negative.
No, 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 no.
Because last we left off, the term country rap money grab was a negative term. So
Right.
look, and maybe it's my journey. I'm trying to be as peaceful and want as much peace in my life as possible. I can see people already clipping jelly roll money grab and saying no.
We didn't already gave him clickbait. First episode.
Yeah, I already gave him clickbait. Oh, Country Rap Report says these artists were singing on the Jelly Roll money grab. No. If you want to sing, sing. But some of y'all can't. So for retrospect, for people don't think we're dissing country rap. I dabble in Southern soul. Some of them can't sing either. So it's not a negative thing. So let's talk about some things that me and you definitely talked about that are either have changed or not changed. Okay, one of the things that me and you talked, there's an episode way back, and you know what I think is really, really dope? And y'all can say what y'all want to say. A lot of creators have come and stayed. A lot of creators have come and gone. But the one thing that stands true is from episode 1 until the last, I think me and you made it to 205, 225, something like that. From episode 1 to 2, whatever, we constantly were unbiased. There was artists that we didn't like this song and did like this song. So we never played favoritism. We never blackballed the artist. There was never an artist who said we're not reviewing their stuff. We were never afraid to talk to anyone who had a problem with us on this screen, because I still remember to this day you having to apologize to Shawty V.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, I remember that. Yes.
But we were not afraid to tackle anything because this is how we feel. It's no malice intent to anyone. So I want to put that out there. Whatever we say, it's only our critique. Country Rap Report did not come in the genre to create drama or do drama. We came to expose the genre of country rap because at the time it was underexposed. Do you agree?
Correct.
So one of the things we always talk about was females in the genre.
Right. And there was definitely less than 10.
We done an episode, remember, Ladies of Country Rap.
And we struggled trying to get all of them because a lot of them wasn't current or putting stuff out. Like, we struggled real hard on that episode.
And since that episode, half those ladies I haven't probably heard a song from since that episode.
That's sad. So the ladies have taken a step further back?
From my view. Now, if you are a lady of country rap and you're watching this video, get in the comments. Or if you are someone who knows a lady of country rap, put it in the comments because I want us to run back the ladies of country rap.
I think that should be one of our episodes. And I have a grocery list of what before this season is over with. I think we should have the ladies of country rap, the groups. I don't know how many of those are. We struggled with that one too, and the male rappers of country rap. And I'm talking about I need to state specifically though. If you're singing, I don't want to review it. Don't send it to Vic or don't send it to me. I'm not reviewing it. Now you might sing and rap in the song. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna judge just the bars. But if you're singing exclusively and you want us to review your video or your song, I'm not. I'm gonna pass because I do have a bias now. I'm trying to critique the country rap, not the country, just the rap. So, and again, if anybody got any issues with that, this is the country rap report, the country song report. So I'm stating my part on it. I don't want anybody to be offended. If Vic want to review it, then I'm okay with Vic reviewing it. But if you ain't rapping, or if you are a rapper and want to sing on this song, I still don't want to do it.
That was going to be my question because there are some rappers I can notably think of that they might drop a song this week and it's all rap, and next week it's singing.
Yeah, but
It,
I heard some of them singing, fam. That ain't. Oh my God, y'all, you need vocal lessons. You need to go work on your cadence. Like I don't. Who's allowing this? Oh my, it's bad, bad. This is why I don't want to listen to it though. Like if it was up to standard or a little bit audibly pleasing, I'm like, oh, okay, that ain't my vibe, but I'll listen to it. But yeah, some of this stuff I don't even want to listen to. It's horrible, like karaoke horrible.
so now I'm looking up something because this is something that's always been what I consider a word thrown around that they don't truly understand the definition of the meaning of it.
Okay.
The country rap genre is made up of probably 95% independent artists. And I
Okay.
consistently hear artists say, I want to stay independent. I am a person who stands on they're not telling the truth. They're just saying it because it's the go along to get along thing to say.
Okay, I'm following you, but I don't agree. But keep going, keep going.
And the only reason I say that is me and you have both combined have over 70 years of experience in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
We've dealt with independent artists who've had success. We've dealt with major artists who've had success.
Yes.
We've dealt with independent artists who didn't have a clue. And we've dealt with major artists that didn't have a clue.
Yes.
The one thing I need artists to know, especially in country rap, whether you're independent or you're trying to get a deal, it's not the free music business. It's not the free music business. Like to be a artist that generates money, because I think all of us, from content creating to creating music, our ultimate goal is to sustain our family. Would you agree with that?
Most of them, yes. I agree with that.
Okay. You cannot sustain your family not being willing to invest in what you do, not being willing to pay for a mix, not being willing to pay for a master, not being willing to pay that producer that way that beat tag is not on that beat. Like there is a financial risk in starting a business. And once you turn that microphone on, once you find a distributor to distribute your music, whether you want to agree or not, you are now a business, be it a independent business or be it a business that subcontracted their talents to a bigger source, which would be no different than being an independent artist signing to a major label or distributor. You're now subcontracting yourself. The one thing I watch artists be upset because some artists are here and they're there, but I watch them not being willing to financially invest in themselves or not have the funds to invest in themselves and get upset because someone is out businessing them.
See, I don't. Okay, this is why I don't know if this is probably the conversation for this podcast episode, but maybe the question is, what do they call independent? Like, is it because you don't want the big three to be intervening? Like Warner, Sony, Universal. Like if you're In the main industry, in the music industry, those are the big three, and those are your majors. Everybody else is independent. Now there are subsidiaries of the majors: Capitol, Atlantic, Def Jam, like all of those. Like I don't understand what's the allure of being independent, and why is it such a thing to say like it's a badge of honor or it's a badge of dishonor to say that such and such is signed to whoever. Like I don't, and we can bring up a name that we brought in this conversation. Jelly Roll is doing some major moves, and he's signed to independent, correct?
He signed to a major distributor.
I don't know. We would call. I don't know. We would call any distributor major because they're all linked. And again, this is probably some. This is this isn't misinformation. This is lack of information. Okay, all of these companies own parts of each other because they're all publicly traded companies. Most of these people are over in country rap. DistroKid is their distributor, or 1RPM, which and they got a subset now called Offstep. Okay, all of these go through Merlin, Audio Salad, these other aggregators who push their music through and then put it out to the world. But I'm saying that to say who you think is independent, because DistroKid is majority owned by Spotify, which is currently raping artists of their royalties, but and not paying royalties unless it hits 1,000 streams. But that money that they're getting up into 1,000 streams, they're holding on to it, gathering interest on it, just making more money off of your money. And most of these people that we're talking about probably aren't getting 1,000 streams on their Spotify. And so I'm rambling now because I'm saying like all of this stuff is connected. Independent, major, it really don't matter. It matters your type of contract that you sign and the stipulations that are in it. That's what really determines if an artist can or cannot succeed in their life and make money off of it. And again, that'll be another episode for another day for Music Industry Playbook on how contracts are structured or how it should be structured. In this genre, I don't know what it looks like because we don't have any majors over here. Um, the stuff that I'm seeing for other artists or signing with other groups, it's not really a label thing. I don't know if Target's still doing his thing. I know Mako isn't. I don't know who signed to Church. I don't know who signed to Adam. Like I don't know what these guys are doing, but they're basing their formulas off of what they think they know based off of whatever genre that they came from and whatever legals that they are used to. Mako, and I'm speaking from Mako's experience, Mako, they didn't do the stereotypical contract because Gator didn't do a recoup, quote unquote. It wasn't a pure recoup. In a stereotypical contract, if the label advances you money, let's say $100,000, you don't get any money from any sales outside of your show money until the label recoups that 100,000, and then it's now 1,001, and then whatever that one is, you start making money off of that based off of the terms. But this is the funny part about the industry, and this is the industry part of it, and this is in every contract. Whenever your recoupment funds go into a pot, that pot might not be a pure pot. That pot might be only 10% of the sales go into that pot. And then now instead of you making $1 and then all of that dollar going back to the label and that's part of your recoupment, no, only 10 cents of that dollar goes into the recoupment pot, which is why most artists, and this is happening today throughout all the genres, most artists stay in recoupment phase longer than they should because the label's still making profit. The recoupment pot for you is only that 10% or that 7%, 12%. I just saw one the other day where Finesse Two Times contract was put out. His numbers like 14 point whatever percent of a royalty. Like those numbers, the numbers are what they are. It's up to you to negotiate. It's up to you to come up whatever terms make you're comfortable with. Like, but all of that stuff is in every contract, whether you're independent or whether you're a major. So none of that That badge means nothing, and I think they're wearing it the wrong way. Like if you want to wear it and you say that you independent, that means that you did it. You got it out the mud. You grew it from nothing and built it up to the point to where okay, now you can present it to either a distributor or a label and move forward with it, and they can make it grow more. But you can't do any of that until you get it to a certain point. And Jelly got it to that point. Um, I think there was about 5 artists at one point who could have signed a major distribution deal, but distributors are now acting as labels now, so you can say that you can be independent and sign or whatever, but the distributors are giving deals. So we in 2026, fam. There is no stereotypical model for it. I'm sorry.
We mentioned Jelly Roll, so let me clear this up for anybody who watches this video and might not know the status of Jelly Roll as an artist. I
Mm-hmm.
looked it up when he was speaking. All right, so Jelly Roll started out as an independent artist for many years, especially when he was rapping underground. Okay, he started out independent. He had independent deals. He's been with a couple independent labels, but he was an independent artist. Now, today, he is no longer fully independent. He is signed to BBR Music Group / Stony Creek Records and BMG. And they
They
have a
don't know who BMG is. They don't know who BMG is. They don't know who BMG is. BMG is a major player.
And they have a partnership with Republic Records. So the short answer, early in his career, he was independent. Now he has a major label affiliate, but this is the but where y'all get it completely misconstrued. He still, because he still has affiliation on the independent side, he holds a lot of creative control, and he still garners the mindset of an independent artist. But a lot of these,
Maybe that's it.
a lot of the opportunities, though, let me say this. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of the opportunities, I'm sorry, y'all. I dropped something. A lot of the opportunities that Jelly Roll has been allotted comes from the affiliation. And no matter how big you get as an artist, some of those opportunities would never come about. Now, maybe you don't want to be on that level, and that's okay. But I just think a lot of us carry the banner of independent, and don't understand how hard it is to be successful, to be independent. And what I mean by
Again,
successful,
I don't think they understand what independent is. I mean, even when I was around before I left, 1RPM was giving deals. Those deals came with label
yeah.
services and a check. That is operating on the same level as any of those other majors out there. But I think you hit on something when you said that. It's the creative control. I think they think that they're not going to continue to have creative control when you sign to someone else, which is false. If you negotiate that, you will get it. If you don't negotiate that, then yes, they will tell you how to operate, what to operate. But in every single deal that you get, whether it's distribution or label, it's going to have control of your likeness, your brand, your image, and now in 2026, it is your voice. That right there is loss of control because they own the masters. And whoever owns the masters has the control because they need that control to be able to go out into the world and in that legal capacity. You own your masters when you put it through a distributor, but the distributor is licensing your stuff, which is in your contract. Go read your terms of service. And they're telling you that they will give you X amount for be able to use it. And if you want them to do label services like promote it, put it on radio, even do some admin stuff on publishing, like that stuff costs. Either they're gonna take another percentage or they're gonna shoot you some money and then they're gonna get more money back and then they have to recoup. None of this stuff is standard anymore. Whatever you guys think you know about the industry, I don't know who's telling you this, but it's wrong. This industry is very, very complex and it's very manipulative. And it is one of the reasons why I never wanted to run a label is because it is predicated. The entire industry is predicated in taking advantage of artists. And if the more you don't know, the more they're going to take. So
And
if we go ahead,
I hate to cut you. Unfortunately, that is not just country rap. It's not
Mm-mm.
relegated to rap. It's not
Mm-mm.
relegated to rock, R&B. That is the music business.
Yes, yes,
Whether you can be singing for the Lord, the concept behind the curtain is the same.
yes,
It
yes.
is the same. Um, Trying to think. All right, we mentioned we definitely want to do male artists. We definitely
Well, I think we need to structure it out like when we do it because I do want to do the award show, but I want that to be like the finale of our season. But I don't want to carry it over in the Grammy season. So maybe like, and it's just me suggesting, and just put it in here. Like maybe the month of December will be the awards show time, and then our final show will be around Christmas or after Christmas, or maybe around New Year's. But that week, in that week after Christmas, before New Year's, we'll have the award show release who got nominated, no, release who won, all of that stuff. But I think the award show should be the finale, and then the other shows, those top lists, we put those in there somewhere throughout the year between now and then. That's my suggestion.
okay. I want to talk about the format real quick.
Okay, okay.
For all the people out there, when me and Spank started, we were just two guys who talked. We were not reactors. I would call us reviewers. We gonna stick to that format. So if you're coming to this show to watch somebody's video play, um, thank you for the view when you came, and I'll let you. Um,
Right,
because we will always put the links to these videos in the comments. I mean, in the description. That way you can go look. That way these artists can get what they deserve off of what they created. We are not a
right.
reaction show. We are an advice show. We are an opinion show, and I think that format is what we came in on, and that'll be the format that we'll go out on. Um, Lives. Everybody, since you left, everything is live, live, live. Everybody goes live. Um, we love doing premieres. We love meeting and chatting with you guys in the comments. We all watch and dissect this show together. I think that format, I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think what we done before, I think we should continue
Okay.
on that level.
Well, I don't know if I will be jumping in chat.
Uh,
So
you're not going to chat with the people in the premieres.
here's the thing. I don't. The reason
They
why I
love
don't
you
want to
in the
do that,
chat.
I know, but I don't want to do interviews, and I don't want. I don't want to. I don't want people to get that close to me to think that I need to give them personal input. I don't. I don't want that. I don't want. I'm giving my professional critique on the camera. Outside of that, I don't know if I would jump in the chat unless you tell me to go jump in the chat. And like text me, say, "Hey, come jump in the chat for a second." I'm not going to be there because I
Okay.
don't. I don't. We. It was way too much, especially when we said something negative against somebody that's a fan in that group. Now we're being combative. Now somebody about to get blocked. I don't want to recycle all of that. I just want to fart out whatever's coming out of my face, and then if you don't like it or like it, cool. If not, keep it moving. But I'm not going to argue with you.
You're right. This show was not to be combative. It was not to be drama. It was our critique. Either you watch or you don't.
Right. And
You
I
can
don't think they don't understand the numbers. There's 7 billion people on this planet. Everybody ain't gonna like your shit. No one's ever come close. Like Michael Jackson may have come close and at his peak, but this is the king of pop. Like no one is going to come close in this genre. So if you're expecting everyone to like you, then you have a grandiose delusion going on. Everybody's not gonna like you. What you should be focusing on is just putting out good content and let it gravitate towards the people who do. And this is to every artist, producer, singer, songwriter in the genre that don't don't be on no mission that everybody gotta like you because you don't even know what the genre looks like. You don't know the full spectrum of the genre and how many people it encompasses. We don't even know the reach. I bet you don't even know the reach in your own state. how many people you should be touching so you can meet whatever quotas or benchmarks in sales. Like this is it's a different world in 2026. And I don't think people understand the business side of it, much less the creativity side of it. And if you're just making music to make music, cool, that's your hobby. I'm not saying anything to discredit anybody's efforts, but if you're trying to do this on a professional level, then I'm going to be interjecting my opinion, whether you like it or not. Because the moment you put it out to the people, as I said in my other video, I'm people. So this people got every right to say, that sounds like doo doo. Or what did he just say? Is that a word that should be said in this rap? Or what is she talking about? All of that stuff is relative once you put your stuff out there. So, and if you don't want your stuff out there, then share it to some people privately. Don't put it on through a distributor to the world so we can hear it and you not expect somebody to have a conflicting critique that you're not ready to accept.
I'm definitely with that. Last thing, and then we can just start preparing. We got we got six on deck. We got six
Any
songs
of
on deck.
any of them girls?
No.
Can we get some girls? I really want to hear some female rappers because I've seen some memes of who would be top this or who would be top that, and I'm like, who is this?
Well, you know what's funny? There are some things that okay. I don't want to get on my Soldier Boy thing. I don't want to get on my "we were the first to do it" thing. I don't want to do that. I don't,
You
I don't want to do that. But like the world, the genre is dominated by lists, and we just
list
gonna
before
be
us.
creative, huh?
There wasn't no list before us.
I don't. I see. Listen, we're not gonna do this stuff that's gonna get
All
us
right, we won't.
negative.
Okay, all right, my bad. I'll take it back.
Look,
I'll take it back.
no, because this is the thing. Everything we done, no matter whether we started and we stopped, and then I done shows with other people. There's never to this day been a episode removed. So the cool part about that, when me and you are gone, our great grandkids can say, who was VicXL or who was Spank, and they can just click on it and it's time stamped. No one has to tell the Country Rap Report we were the first at anything. It's time
Right,
stamped.
right.
And if yours ain't time stamped, my granddad always told me it ain't about who do it first, it's about who do it best. And if you done it in your front yard and we done it on camera and ours is timestamped and yours ain't, it might not exist. I mean, but
Right.
it's not about that. So there are going to be some things that I definitely want us to redo or bring back.
Okay.
And there be some. I got creative ideas that I want us to do. Like I definitely feel like we need a 16 bar challenge. There's been plenty of 16 bar challenges since the Country Rap Report, but when I go back and look at the Country Rap Report 16 bar challenge, it was a work of art. It was a work
Oh
of art.
man, I
Hey,
just
look, let
remember.
me say this, because this is something we did catch flack about. To this day, we catch flack about it.
Well, hold that thought. I still got "Dirty" by Jack Gaspard on my hard drive because he won the 16 bar challenge, and I never released it. Dirty Jack, I apologize. I'm gonna send it to you after today, and then me and you gonna have a conversation. I don't want this to be the first time when you watch this video. This be the first time that you hear about it. I'm going to call and text you as soon as we get done recording, and the world will determine. No, you will determine what we do with that song because it's still sitting on my heart. I don't know. I think I sent it to you. I might have sent you the raw version because I was going to get Bob to do the mixing and mastering, and then we were going to release it. I don't think he ever released it because I've listened to his other projects. Um, but yeah, that was it. You just reminded me 16 bar challenge. Like, oh snap, I never put that record out, so I owe him an apology. Okay.
Shout out Jack. Man, but shout out and look, I wanna and I think we did this back then, but
Mm.
years after you were gone, I've seen people create content about this situation. So if we didn't apologize or explain it, I want to apologize to this artist. Second chance. There were people who feel like we done second chance wrong
How?
because because you didn't let second chance win because you felt like he was established.
You know what? That might be right. That might be right.
Yeah, there were people who created content saying we were biased about not letting him win. I think you gave an explanation. I have to go back and watch. You gave an explanation on why you felt like he shouldn't have won, but we still played it as an entry. But you know what? Salute and shout out Second Chance. You are an amazing artist.
Yes.
Maybe at the time we didn't. I'm gonna be honest. Second Chance. At the time, we didn't expect the artists of your caliber to get in our little contest.
Absolutely. That's like that's like Colt Ford. If Colt Ford dropped to 16, there was no way. You can't win, fam. You can't win. I don't care.
So
You're Colt Ford. I put Second Chance up there. Now, and I'm not. I don't think I said it then. I don't remember what I said then. But me even mentioning him with the same breath as these other people, ain't no competition. Ain't none.
So I think where we were at mentally, we were just so excited to do it, and we expected more independent. Or they're all independent.
Right.
I don't use the term smaller caliber. Artists with a smaller following. That's it. We expected artists with smaller followings to enter the contest. We probably expected maybe at the time we done the show, because the channel went viral after me and you stopped doing the show. It's like 23,000 people on the channel because the channel went viral because of Lainey Wilson, and that was after we were doing it.
Yes, who's that?
Yeah, the channel has 23,000 followers, but it's because the channel went viral because of a short I did on Lainey Wilson. At the time,
who is she?
She's a country singer.
Okay, we ain't got to review her then. All right, cool.
Now, I did a short on her that donk she got. and one day I'm watching my phone and it's just going crazy. Matter of fact, shout out Lainey Wilson for getting this channel to 23,000. Also, shout out Lainey Wilson for at the time getting the channel demonetized. Video also got the channel demonetized. But, we're back. The channel's back monetized, and the 23 is still there. We ain't gonna get 23,000 views when we drop an episode. But when you go viral, they subscribe and don't come back. It's cool. But at the time we done that, me and Spank probably figured, okay, at the time if the channel had 4,000 followers, we probably figured artists 4,000 under were getting our 16-bar challenge. Would that be fair?
That's fair. That's fair.
And all of a sudden, this man with well over 100,000 jumps in our challenge.
Right.
And I'm sure, because your mentality, you the one, you pumped the brakes on. I was kind of more like, and I'm sure you like, nah. We just can't let this guy who, you know what, Second Chance, we're sorry. We're sorry.
I will apologize because to apologize, but he and I have had words since then, but it was never about that. I didn't know. I don't think he felt a certain way about it.
No. There's been content creators who made episodes saying we were unfair for that. And maybe at the time, because me and you weren't doing shows anymore, I couldn't explain it. But that is the explanation for everybody. Me and Spank, we're human. We didn't know our platform was even big enough for artists like Second Chance. We didn't even know Second Chance knew we existed. More or less jumping our 16-bar challenge.
Okay, if at the time, if Adam had jumped in our 16-bar challenge, would he been able to win it? I would have said no. It's the same level.
We probably said the same thing.
Yeah, exactly, because there's certain levels to it. And I'm not going to say, say levels. Second chance is at a higher level. He does it at a higher level than some of the people who are just now getting started, or the people that need the exposure. Not saying that he doesn't, because he might want 10 billion followers. Who knows? But I don't know what I said or why my reasoning was then, but I'm pretty sure it was logical. And I didn't do it definitely to discriminate. I just felt like he's better than all of y'all. So I'm not going to put him in the same bracket or bubble as the rest of y'all. Okay, we can say now, if you get in the challenge, we'll judge it, regardless of your stature. And I'm okay with that. That way, nobody can say that I'm being biased or I'm playing favorites or any other mess. If you get in it, you can win it. So that means that somebody like Second Chance might be in the same challenge as you, somebody who just started rapping last week. So you either get mad at that because we're putting everybody in the same pocket, or you say, hey, he don't need to be over here because he can out rap me. He's been doing it for a decade. Like, I mean, I'm trying to weigh the options, but if there's an issue with it, if you get in it, you can win it. I'm all right with that.
All right. You mentioned Bubble. This is the last thing, and then if anything you want to add, we're gonna jump off.
Okay.
You mentioned Bubble, and this is something I've said to you several times. First of all, let me let the world know. Just because me and Spank wasn't creating content, me and Spank still communicated.
Right.
We are not internet friends. We have an over 30-year friendship. Is it 40?
40.
So we did not.
Yeah.
Yes, and you know what? And you apologize to me, and I've apologized to you and Heather off screen. I probably apologize to y'all on something I've done, but for the sake of the viewers, I want to apologize to you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you to Heather for all the work and making us look amazing once she got aboard. To this day, I'll never take those down because Heather, you did your thing. I want to apologize for allowing. Sometimes we allow our emotions to block thought and logic.
Mm-hmm.
And there were things when I said what happened to the Country Rap Report episode. There were things I said on that episode that months later, years later, after I've calmed down, I'm like, God, I was completely wrong. I would have posted an apology. There it is right there. I'm so mad I ain't see that. And so for that, and I want people to know because you mentioned a journey, I'm on a journey also. I want to apologize for any way I might have made you guys feel because I loved you guys before the Country Rap Report. I love you guys during the Country Rap Report. And I love you guys after the Country Rap Report. The meter of that love has never done this. That meter has still been the same meter. Hurt doesn't stop love if you really love somebody. And I love you guys. Y'all are my family. So the love meter has remained the same. It's just sometimes mentally we're not in the same space, and that's what happens. So I don't want people thinking that this is a country rap money grab because we have a genuine relationship that started before the country rap.
Right. And I received that. I'm pretty sure Heather will too. Like I've definitely publicly apologized, and I think mine was more of I got scared, and I'm not a confrontational person, contrary to popular belief. So whenever I get certain things that gets thrown in my face, especially race, I tend to stay away from it and run away from it. Like I'm a master level runner now. I'll get the hell on fast. But she when by seeing certain things in the genre, and I knew it was there, but being presented with it and then having people call you like on your phone and having these conversations, and them conversations ain't conversations you thought you'd be hearing from other adults. It just put me in a bad place. And that place wasn't a place that I wanted to come to terms with. So I left without even having conversations with you. Hell, I didn't even have conversations with Heather. I was like, I'm done. And then and I realized I hurt you and her, especially her, because she's still like, once I'm done, I'm done. But I mean, I apologize to you and her, and definitely to the entire genre, which is why I don't want to be in the chat, which is why I'm not going to do interviews, because some of the same people that we interviewed was also sending bad vibes my way personally. So I'm not. I just want to critique and stay in my little corner, stay in my little bubble, put out my information, and y'all can take it for whatever it is. And I don't know if we talked about this or not, but I ain't gonna do no gossip. I don't. We used to be mad at the people who did gossip, especially the ones that was doing gossip on certain people religiously every day. But I was guilty of it, truthfully, because I personally knew the owners of a label and went after them verbally, because not because I wanted to be malicious or mean, but because I wanted more for them. I was there to work with them. I wanted that label to grow and be the biggest shit ever. But but I knew that there were steps being taken that was going to prevent that, and it angered me. But it wasn't my anger to carry. And it definitely, but I put all of that in my videos, and I presented that in a negative way, and it just became more gossip fodder. Like, none of that was the intent, because the same conversations I'm having with you on this camera is the same damn conversations, if not worse, that I would have these same people on the phone. If probably worse, because I'm very unfiltered, and I would tell somebody like, damn well you ain't supposed to be doing this. This is stupid. But and those are my words. I've said some harmful stuff to some people. Um, some of that I would take back. Some of it I'm still standing on because it's my truth. It might not be the truth, but that's how I felt about it then. I'm definitely apologizing to the entire genre, because some people some people did unfollow me when I left, and I think they were probably mad because they weren't gonna get that type of content anywhere else, and they still haven't. So I apologize. Hopefully you're rewatching this and you're coming back, and I will do my best to be the best me as possible, as I wanted everybody else to be.
And you know what? That there is commendable. I think that is the attempt. The goal for the Country Rat Report has always been the same. We are trying to shed light on artists who are not normally talked about. I
Mm-hmm.
remember when we first started, there was and again, because I some people have felt slighted because I haven't mentioned them as original country rap content creators. I'm sorry if I've ever done that, but it's because I didn't know. It's not, it's not if I say these are the country rap content creators and I don't mention your name, it doesn't mean I'm dissing you. It means I might not know. You might not be in my algorithm. So we don't have to take everything as a diss.
Right.
Like, hey, in the Shawty Low song, it must be two sides. Hey, it might be a side I don't know about. So it doesn't mean you don't exist. It might mean, hey, introduce yourself to me. I'm never too big to apologize. But our mission has and will stay the same. We want to talk about and shed light on a genre that doesn't have a light on it like that.
Right.
Our intention now, everything we say is not going to be going to be good because it's our critique of the music. But our intent is never to demoralize or tear any artist down. We're no
Right.
different than Siskel. Matter of fact, when we started, we said we were going to be the Siskel and Ebert of country rap.
Yes.
Siskel and Ebert has never said, "Don't go see that movie."
Right. They use the thumbs up or thumbs down. Yeah.
Yeah, but but you go and get your own opinion of it. And if
Well,
another
that's
movie
that
came out by that director, they'll watch it and they critique it.
that that's the thing. We didn't, like you said, we never said don't go listen to it. We would give you the link, and then at times we might even play something, but we would tell you like, okay, this is what we heard. You go listen to it yourself. Like, here it is. Go give your own opinion of it. That's exposure. That is giving somebody brand and or marketing awareness that may not have otherwise gotten it, because if people are coming over to us to see what we're talking about or who we're talking about and what we're talking about, now we just gave somebody a platform that may not have had that. Like you said, you got how many followers on there now?
23,000.
There's 23,000 people. Most of y'all ain't got that. So if at any moment them 23,000, not saying that all of them are going to watch, but they're going to get a notification every time that we post a video, and your name might be in the title. And now 23,000 people is like, oh, who the hell is that? I've never heard of them. And if they came over from Laney's booty, then they're like, oh, is somebody else's booty in this video? Let me go watch it. This is marketing. Like, you're a journalism major. I'm a business major out of, this is all the business side of it, people. Like, this is real life. We're not trying to play with anybody in real life. We're trying to give you as much ammunition to win as possible. And our critique is part of that, whether you like it or not. Like, and yeah, it's coming from two older guys and their viewpoints, but these older guys have some platinum, gold, and diamond ears on them. Like, I would suggest you at least listen to it and, think about some of the stuff that we're saying before you be like, man, I ain't studying what they got to say. That would be a mistake.
Look, I was just thinking, I'm looking at some old stuff. I did not have hair when we recorded last.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
I've had people who've been watching the content since the beginning and asked me because my Party City adventures, there are people who thought I wear a hat
with the hair.
Hey man, bro, I'm just glad that we can pick up where we left off and hopefully help the genre in a positive way.
I hope so too. I
gotta send one shout out.
Can I add one more thing? Yeah. If you're saying the N-word in your rap, you might not want to send it over for us to review.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that. I was gonna say one more thing now, two things.
Okay.
And y'all can say what y'all want to say. And y'all can say we're not using the hard ER or we're just the A. Let me say this. I think everyone's intention is for their stuff to be heard by as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Understand, if you use the hard ER or just the A, you are cutting off a large portion of people that is going to be a repeat customer. And what I mean by that is consumers are customers. If we're listening to your music, we're customers. If you want to cut off certain customers, that is your choice. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to argue with you the morale or lack of morale in using that word. Just understand, from a person of color, we can't tell or try to determine whether you use the A or the ER, because we hear the NIGG. So whether you use it, not use it, I'm not here to condemn you. I'm not here to make a video about whether you should or shouldn't do it. All I'm saying is, if as an artist you want as many people to see and hear your art, that should be something you consider. That's all I'm saying.
Well, to play devil's advocate, if they're saying it, they might want those other people to hear it and that be their fan base. I'm okay with that. That's what you want to do. Cool. I'm saying, if you're saying it in your raps, I'm probably not going to want to review it. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. I don't care. That's on you.
Yes.
I'm not going to review anything that has that word in it. And even if I hear it and it's bomb cadence and vibe and style, the moment I hear it, I'm like, let's move on to the next one. Send me something else.
What if they look like us though?
And in country rap?
Yeah.
What are they doing over here?
Look, that sounds. Hey, look.
I'm saying, like, this is. Are we doing the hard target said it? Is this the washed up rapper graveyard? Like what are they doing over here? This ain't for them. Country rap is not for them.
When you said that, all I could hear was Steven and Jay go, "Who the hell up there on that nag?"
And coincidentally, I do believe an influencer in the genre said the same thing about us. Look at them right there. What are they doing over here? Something like that. I remember the Instagram. I think I might have saved it. Downloaded it because it inspired me at the point.
You know why? Because it's country rap, and rap is rhythm and poetry.
Exactly.
So I got a little rhythm, and you can say some poems. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. And like y'all, hey, it's a free world. It's a camera. I'm just saying, if your mission is to get your art heard by as many people as possible, maybe you should just be careful. And if you only want a certain box of people, that's on you too. I don't care.
Right.
You're not having dinner with me, so I'm not worried about you coming to my house saying it.
Oh well, I'm not trying to review nothing within it. So if don't send it to us, don't send it to me. Because if you send it to me, and I think you poking, and now you're trying to get a some sort of response from me, and you ain't gonna like the response that you get. So don't do it. Just save yourself.
All right, one person I wanna shout out, and then I'm out of here.
Okay.
And that's because we usually pick on this person, and since we used to pick on them, they are so up there. I remember we used to talk about Breadwin DeVille and how he never had girls in his videos.
Right. Oh, he had them bad angles. Like, bro, she over there twerking, and you shoot angles of ankles. What are you doing?
Hey, shout out Breadwin DeVille. Had an opportunity to meet Breadwin, and Breadwin right now is probably one of the most top-notch videographers in this genre.
Really?
Man, Breadwin kills it. He
Good
kills
job.
it. And so look, don't clickbait that. That was not us dissing Breadwin. That was me saying we used to joke on Breadwin. We always love Breadwin, but to see his progression, and to say, hey, because Breadwin might look at our videos and say, man, look at that old blurry camera. Big Smith got that bad internet. I can take it. I can take it. But guess what? If you say something about me in love and respect, I'm cool with it. Because watch me grow or help me grow. Help me.
Right.
You know, I might not know. Maybe, I don't know. Give me. Don't just critique me and tell me not how to get better. That's something we always did. We critiqued and we told you how to get better.
Exactly.
Whatever other media person, podcaster, influencer, whatever you do, that's your thing. What we do is our thing. We're not here to challenge anybody's thing. We're just here to try to make people get better. And one person who got better was Breadwin. And I commend him for that. And to me, Breadwin is definitely one of my top 5 videographers on an independent scale. And that's not just country rap. He's one of my top 5. He's one of my top 5 on an independent scale, period.
I respect that.
That's all I got for him, bro.
Okay. I don't have anything else. I'm ready to get started. I'm sure they are too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Country Rap Report. We missed you guys, and we hope you missed us, and we're going to bring y'all some exciting content.